Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, invest into some good cologne and some good lotion. If you find the right lotion, you don't have to get a cologne because you're going to smell good. And a good buddy of mine once said, and I hope you're cool with this, he said the first hole you're going to penetrate on a woman is her nose. So if you smell good,
deep.
yeah, that's good, right?
Good.
Yeah.
That is really good.
So smell good, fool.
Welcome back to Kickin with Katelyn.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Kicking It with Katelyn, part 2. I'm still here with Nick, and we are going to talk about relationships now. We just ate cake, so you'll have to see what cake we ate in the last episode to understand what we're talking about. I don't know if my mouth makeup is already eaten off, but I keep hitting this.
It looks fine.
My mouth is still dry. I'm so ready to take all this off, but we still need to talk about relationships with Nick today.
Right.
So let me see what I have you lined up for right now.
Gotcha.
Okay. What was your favorite relationship and why?
I think that I can't narrow it down to one.
Because they're all good or all bad?
Because they're all good. And like I've taken something away from every single one of them.
Dang.
You know? It's not like I hate her or, I can't stand her anymore. Or like I wish her the worst. I wish every single person that I've ever been with the best. Go find your happiness. That'll make me happy, truthfully, in the end. You got some people who don't see it like that, but then maybe you just have some growing to do yourself. My bad.
You're right on it real quick.
Yeah, and I've been in a few relationships. I've been in situationships. I've been in relationships with people that, we've done everything that a boyfriend and girlfriend do, but we don't put a label on it, Man, I don't hate you. I wish you the best. Trust me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to talk to me, that's okay. If I've didn't give it everything that I had and then you felt underappreciated, then, to those people, I am sorry. But I got a lot of shit going on personally too that, if I can't talk about it, then truthfully, I got some shit going on. But I can't narrow it down to one, man, because I've laughed with these people. I broke bread with these people. I've loved these people. And when you love, like me personally, like when I love hard, and I'm not gonna like dismiss that.
Dang, you actually loved like the people that you're with?
Mm-hmm.
Did you love them before the relationship or did you find out during?
I think so. I read something that a man will fall in love within the first 30 seconds of seeing a woman. And dude, like
that's really shallow.
Well, I think that
sorry, I just ruined everything you're about to say.
No,
but that
you're
is
okay.
really shallow.
And why do you think that?
Because the first 30 seconds means that you know nothing about them.
It's not even that. It's that seeing them and seeing who they are, and like beauty is always captivating.
Mm-hmm.
It's like setting the hook on a fish.
I'm sorry.
And then,
you're talking about really deep stuff in your opinion.
My bad. Why do you think I keep looking that way? I can't look at your face.
I know, it makes my teeth look yellow too, and my teeth are white as fuck.
Dude, they're fucking whiter than these lights. Like you got white teeth.
Now I know what it feels like to not have lips. Like it's not doing much for me.
No, you're fine.
Sorry. Okay, so
That
30
is funny.
seconds. Damn.
Yeah, so like you're gonna fall in love, or for like a guy like me, I'm like that, but it's just setting the hook. I got the rest of my life to figure out who you are. I got the next 30 minutes. I got the next week, month. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
And and if it's not what I thought it was, then hey, that's no harm, no foul. Like I said, I'm gonna wish you the best.
That is really mature of you.
Yeah, I try, because it's not fair. It's not fair to them. It's also not fair to me and how I'm gonna look at future relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I had to train myself prior to know that I gotta be respectful in their eyes as much as I need to be respectful to myself.
Oh.
As Pennywise. I said that shit. Yeah, but that's,
Dang, but why did you like what did you like out of your relationships?
I think the memories that I knew that I was making memories, and nobody, and I mean nobody, can take that away from me. I take those to the grave, you know, is that I was making memories. And like, if I'm with somebody and I can laugh with you, dude, you're doing more for my soul than you know.
Yeah.
Because like all this shit that like, it's not even me, like, you know, just in the world and like with other people, like maybe even you know, you got shit going on, you know, I got shit going on. Everybody's like fighting a fight, you know? And I mean, everybody, nobody's perfect.
No.
You know? And if I'm fighting a fight, but for like a few seconds, I get to laugh with you and I get to make that memory and like, we're just having fun. You're healing my soul right now. You don't know it because you just made a joke and that was like, oh, I just made a joke. But dude, you're like putting pieces back together. You're really hooking me up right now. So I can appreciate that, you know?
Dang. See, this is why I wanted to talk about something a little bit more deep because you do think about stuff. Like, you really think about stuff.
I do, yeah.
And every time you answer, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, there's more than just your, well, in some things that we've talked about, more than just your third eye open.
Yes,
in some things.
this
There
is
are some
true.
things we don't agree on.
But even then, like because there are things that we don't agree on.
Yeah.
But that's not to say that I hate your character. I hear you out. Like with that fucking cake, you know?
No, I heard you out. Please.
Oh, yeah. That cake was foul. I'm not proud of any of that. Psych. I stand by everything I put on that cake. Nanny McPhee was a stretch, though. I'm not going to lie.
Oh.
I think that was more of a metaphorical thing. Like, you know.
Yeah, I'm just going to stop you right there.
Okay, anyway. Yeah, like, you know, we disagree on stuff, but I respect you as a person. I respect you as a woman.
Yeah.
And, dude, like, it's like when I said, just because you're loud doesn't mean you're right. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm gonna hear you, and I'm going to listen, and I'm going to learn from it.
Yeah,
you know?
I do like that. You don't wait to speak, you actually listen. I love that. Okay, next question.
Okay.
What's something you want to see more people do in a relationship?
Put their phone down, dude.
Oh,
It is
that was so quick.
It's the most annoying shit when I see y'all out and I'm there sitting at a bar by myself, single as fuck, and I'm just sitting there and I see a couple just in their phone. I'm like, brother, you're like, dude, you have something that I want.
Yeah.
You know? Talk to her. Not to say that it's not on her too. Like,
Yeah.
put your phone down, talk to him.
But as another guy.
Yes, like engage with each other, man. Fucking put your phone on do not disturb. Like it's a respect thing too. Like even being here, I put mine on do not disturb because this is our time right now, and this is your time. Like I told you earlier, like I'm not going to disrespect your time, you know. Like that's not who I am. That's not what I'm going to be for you. And if I see you out in the world and you're just disrespecting each other's time, figure that shit out. Put your phone down. My best friend says, hey, unplug and like hang out. And man, it makes me laugh every time because he's not wrong, you know?
That's a very grandpa thing to
Yeah.
say.
You know who you are, you bastard. But he tells me that shit. And I hear a lot of good things from him too. And you know, I tip my hat off to him because I've learned a lot from him. And I know who he is as like a person. And like, you know, when I was telling you earlier, someone checked me on respecting time.
Yeah.
He was one of those people who checked me on it. And dude, it's just learning curves, you know? But like to circle back, like learn from what you're doing. If you're on your phone and then you wonder why you're having problems later of communication,
Ooh.
what the fuck are you doing? You're on your phone, dude. Bullshit. But yeah.
Get out of him. Get out of him.
I'd like to see more people hop off their fucking phone.
Okay, that was really quick. I feel like you would have more. Do you have more that you want to see? Like, what's something that people lack in a relationship that they need to step up and do?
As far as lacking,
Or even like something as little as the girl paying more, for example.
that's a touchy subject. Because
For you? Or...
Because for me,
I
It's
know
like-
exactly how you're gonna answer, but just go ahead and tell me how you're gonna answer.
I mean, for me, like, you're not gonna pay, especially if I'm inviting you out. You're not paying. You can offer it, and even if you offer it, you know. And I'm not saying like offer it to the standpoint of like, well, let me just offer it so that I say it. But then like, what if I take you up on it one day and your shit gets declined? You know, you know.
You better have a fucking
Right,
credit
you
card.
better have some cash on you, dog. You know, because you know, like have some backbone behind it. And if you want to, and I like, hey, I understand. Trust me, I love you, but I invited you out. You know,
Yeah.
you shouldn't have to use that for something else. You
Dang.
know.
Okay, I feel like this is another thing. Have you ever lived with someone you're in a relationship with?
I wasn't necessarily living with her, but I was there for a good like while. Like just
Okay, I think that your phone thing and paying thing would pivot if you lived with them.
how so?
Just because like I mean, just look at your parents. They sit on their phone whenever they're at dinner sometimes too. And I'm sure they love each other.
Also, look at when they grew up. They didn't have that at their fingertips.
So why are they having it now if they didn't need it before?
I'm gonna be so honest with you. They're not like that.
Are you serious?
My dad is he's not on his phone a lot. Like he recently got his phone stolen, and I saw that man live his life without like just batting an eye. He was fine,
Damn.
you know.
That's
like-
insane. I would be shitting bricks.
I was gonna say like if we lost our phones, you know, I'd freak out a little bit. You know,
Yeah.
my job depends on me having a phone. You know, and I got to communicate to people. You got to communicate to people.
Oh
You
yeah.
know? Yeah, you're super busy, you know. I would fucking blow my lid, but my dad, you know, when that happened to him, he got stolen, hey, I'll just get a new one, you know, I'm fine. And then when we go out, like I don't really see my parents as much now that I'd like to because I'm working and I'm working. And when I get off of work, I just want to sleep.
Yeah.
You know? I want to spend time with my animals, my dogs. You know, my Louie, my dog. I just got to shout him out in there real fast. Yeah. Respect.
Amen, sister.
Amen, sister. But yeah, like, so when I'm out with them or like we're eating or we're just, you know, at home, some of my best memories are just like me, my mom, and my dad watching Family Feud. Just answering that shit and seeing who's got it on lock, you know? And then my mom's like, we need to go on that show. And I'm like, Mom, we need to fucking go on that show.
Yeah.
And then I'll hear some bullshit answers like, Mom, I was never going to guess that. She was like, yeah, probably should have gone on that show. I was like, hey, all right, my bad. You're right. But, you know, when I'm with them, their phones are down. You know, unless one of them gets a phone call that is dire to answer, they'll answer it. But, like, right now, they unplug, man. They unplug, they hang out because, you know, you're going to get a lot of things back. My dad got his phone back. It got stolen, you know, but you're not going to get back time. You ain't. You got to really take that shit by the horns. You got to appreciate it because nobody tells you you're living in the good old days until you're out of the good old days, you know? And then you're just like, fuck, like I wish I could go back,
Yeah.
you know? But that's why you got to really just live in that moment. So, I mean, I really do wish people would just unplug from their phones more.
Dang.
That's just me, though. You know?
Okay, you're like on a higher level right now. I see. You're just radiating all this good vibes, good energy.
Amen.
But I'm, gotta ask you pressing questions. Okay.
That's fun.
I feel like as a woman, we do know more than half of the time, like deep down, if a guy actually likes us or not. But is there something that would indicate, like, if a guy didn't like you specifically? Is there something that you do whenever you tend to fall off but don't want to break it off? Like, are there signs we should be looking for?
I think a big lack of communication definitely comes into play when it comes to something like that. Now, I'm just a little bit different because I'm busy, you know, and I got so much stuff going on, but that's not to say that I don't make time to reach out to these people. And I'll put it to you like this. So say you're in the beginning stages of talking to somebody, right? And you're talking to them and you're just getting snaps, or you're getting text messages, or you're getting DMs from them, and it's very quick. It's like that.
Yeah.
Right. And it was so fast that you see them in their element wherever they're at. If they're at work and they're communicating with you, like, hey, I'm at work, but like, what are you doing? How's your day going? Or like, they send you a Snapchat and they're at work, or they're running errands, you know? If time goes by and you're not getting that same, you know, speed of like how we're going to communicate, then it's just a lack of communication. Like I say on our ends, that, you know, we're just kind of losing interest. But also, I like to take it to the standpoint of, I don't want to always be carrying the conversation, and I don't like you answering with yes or no. Like, we need to talk. Like, let's have a conversation, you know?
Yeah.
If I'm constantly communicating to you and then you're like, what is so funny, Katelyn? What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing because I was like, yeah. And I was like, I just said yeah. Like, it's just, okay. But anyways, I was thinking at the same time, like, I never have to carry a conversation with you as like just a person, period.
Mm-hmm.
And that is also very different. Because like, anytime that even a guy has like loved me, he still can't carry a conversation. Like, they're just boring.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I'm like that too.
Some people are straight up boring.
Boring. And you know who you are, all right? You're watching. You're probably just watching to watch, not going to like it or subscribe. Come on, fucking animals, man. Come on, what are you doing over there?
Okay, but also, I think what you said is like a double-edged sword. Because, like, I feel like when people get comfortable and they feel like they don't have to do too much, they don't text us much either. Like, because they know your schedule and they know that you're not really available ever, but you sacrificed it. It's sacrifice to text them initially. And so now they're like, okay, this is how my life goes.
Yeah. And you're not wrong. That's totally valid. That's very true. Because, I mean, you know, you're living your life. I'm living mine. But you can't let it get to that point of, well, let me just text them when I can. Because then you're probably gonna lose interest.
Yeah.
You know, 100%.
Y'all should stand up out of that freaking shallow water that you're drowning in. I hate that bullshit.
It's ridiculous.
You have to respect yourself enough to start a relationship. So don't get into that shit if you can.
Man. Shallow water. I like that.
No, literally.
No, for real. That's like, yeah, shallow water.
It is like, it's not even like 3 inches.
Stand up. That's like drowning in shallow water.
No, it is. It really is.
Oh, that's stupid.
It's called denial.
Yeah. That's like getting in the shower and drowning, you know? It makes no fucking sense. You look dumb.
Okay. Okay, next question.
Alrighty.
So you dropped some of your lore already. You used to work at a bar.
Damn.
I feel like as we get older, because we're not that far in age, people are starting to take each other out on dates at a bar. Like, oh, let's go grab a drink. After seeing so many different people at a bar, like, what's an appropriate thing to wear on a first date to get a drink?
I would say, like...
I want you to answer for guys and girls.
Okay. Yeah. So, for... Oh, my God. Did I mess it up?
No. It's good.
Okay. How close am I with this? I've been, like... I get, like, tickled on my face, and I just want to, like, scratch my face, but, man... Anyway, shit. And I did it when I got here, when I painted my face. Katelyn was like, I'm gonna be that person, but can you like not touch my couch? And I was like, yeah, let me just put it on my pants. Yeah.
Defend myself.
Anyway, I think something appropriate for like a girl to wear like on the first date is like just like a face of like skull makeup. I'm pretty sure that would land. Because think about it. If she pulls up like that, then I'm like, oh, dude, icebreaker. You know? We're cool, you know? JK. It also depends on where you're going.
I was going to say my eyebrows and my lips and my eyes are like the first thing people compliment me on. I would never wear this. Not even like on a Halloween first date. No.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, hey, that's fair. You know, I can't argue with that logic.
Okay, for real. I need you to put it down on us. For real. What do we wear?
If we're going to a bar?
Yes.
I would say...
meeting someone for the first time.
Okay.
Romantically.
Romantically.
Oh,
So I was looking at the cake. So I mean, like for me, like maybe something like this, just like a button up.
I feel like you're really dressed up.
Really?
Yeah.
I literally live life like this. I like to just go out.
Not you as a person, but like as a first date.
Really?
Yeah. Like you're even wearing boots too.
These are my shit kickers. Like I just wear boots.
It doesn't matter. Guys don't try with the shit, so you're really dressed up.
I appreciate it.
But more guys should do that.
Honestly, you should. And you know what, guys? I'm going to tell you right now, invest into some good cologne and some good lotion. If you find the right lotion, you don't have to get a cologne because you're going to smell good. And a good buddy of mine once said, and I hope you're cool with this, he said the first hole you're going to penetrate on a woman is her nose. So if you smell good,
deep.
yeah, that's good, right? Yeah.
That is really good.
So smell good, fool. Feel me? Shit. I've been trying to put that out in the world ever since I heard it, man. Shout out to my boy who told me that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so true.
That's fire, right?
That is.
It's her nose. Yes. She's going to be like, you smell good. And I wear a certain type of lotion.
Yeah.
Right? And I get compliments on it a lot. They're like, what kind of cologne you got? It's like, you're not going to believe this. It's a lotion. Like, really? I was like, yeah. And you know what? Don't go to Walmart. Don't buy it at H-E-B. Just not even swallow your pride. Just grow up. Go inside of Bath and Body Works and go get some good shit. Because they got good shit there.
That's not even swallowing your pride.
Yeah,
just
it's
go
not.
fucking shopping.
Fucking grow up. Yeah. Just go make a day out of it, you know? That's where I'm at. So as much as you're gonna like dress up, you know, like for the first date, smell good, you know? But I think something just it's formal but casual on both ends.
Okay.
You know? Like I'm not saying like, hey, like, you know, for the woman dress up in a t-shirt and like some joggers or anything, you know? Like no, like it's different for everybody. But as long as you put some effort into it. And honestly, I've never been on a first date where somebody dresses up just like absolute like trash, you know? I think everybody has that rule of, well, I'm meeting him, I'm meeting her for the first time. I got to look good. And sometimes you just go and you overthink it a little bit.
Yeah.
You probably try on about five different fits.
That's why we're trying to eliminate that. So like,
yeah. Look, if you said at a bar, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to meet somebody at a bar, if it's a cocktail bar, dress up nice, dress up proper. If you're going to a place that, like you're playing pool, active wear, you know? Something.
Active wear.
I'm not saying like wear
no,
shorts.
they're definitely going to run with that.
Hold on, no. Not active wear. It's like maybe a t-shirt, you know, with some nice jeans, pressed jeans and some boots, you know? You probably both could do that. You know, like I don't think that that's anything like not where the goalposts are at.
Okay.
If you're gonna go to just like a bar and like have a beer, then just dress casually. It doesn't have to be that complicated. If you're gonna overanalyze it, it takes nothing for you to just say, "Well, what are you gonna wear?" You're thinking about it too much at that point.
Oh, you're right.
So just hey, fuck it. You know, honestly, if I was gonna go on a first date and the girl was like, what are you wearing? I'd be like, oh man, her communication's already on point. She's already talking to me about what I want to wear. She's not leaving it up to chance. She's not going to guess, you know, like she wants to be on the same page as me already just from a fit. And if she wants to go to a bar on the first date, dude, badass. Let's fucking rock, you know?
For you.
Yeah, sorry. I also think that, you know, for first dates, I don't think you should go to the movies. I think that's ridiculous. I think there's a few other places that are ridiculous for you to go. Like, go somewhere where you can interact with this person and have a conversation.
Yeah.
Whilst doing something. Putt-putt, mini golf, arcade, something like that. If you can find a place that has putt-putt, an arcade, and a bar inside of it all in one, dude, trifecta. Take that person there. You know? What are your thoughts on, hey, so, okay, let me think about this. I think there's two questions in here. Like, a girl can ask a guy on a date. What do
They
you think about
always
that?
do.
What about like approaching a guy?
Approaching a guy?
Yeah.
Oh, girls need to do it more.
Uh,
I have never done it in my life. I've been on a mission though. Like I go out with my girlfriends on Tuesdays and Thursdays up north. And as soon as I see someone who I like enough, I'm going up to them and I'm going to just shoot my shot.
hell yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to do it. I'm corny as fuck. I'm not going to do a pickup line. But like if it's okay, so here's the thing. If it's online, if it's through text messages, guys need to step the fuck up because girls are planning way too many dates online, whereas the girls are lacking in person. Guys will ask you straight up in person. I don't know. They're actually rare now. Anyone asking whoever out to a real date, face to face, rare as fuck.
Yeah.
But I do think that it goes both ways. Like girls need to be able to initiate things. Who cares? Like if you don't start something, the guys probably won't even do it at this point. Like we have so many like weenies running around. It's not, people aren't going to get married. They're going to be like, oh, well, I liked you, but I didn't want to say anything. They're scared as fuck.
Yeah. I've seen like a lot of memes of like you're just, the guys just like hitting their head on the wall because they get a text from the girl saying, well, why didn't you try anything? But you're just trying to be a respectful gentleman. It's like, we don't know that. We don't know where the goalposts are at. You know, I'm trying to respect your boundaries, you know? So then they're just, fuck.
That's so false. Because like you're respecting our boundaries in one thing. Guys push boundaries all the time.
In what aspect?
Like they say sexual things way too early on when they like somebody. They're overstepping in the way of communication styles almost all the time. Like that's just to name a few. So that's a cop out to me. That's just not.
I hear you. I think that's why it's a meme. I think that's why it's a joke, you know? Because, you know, you're not wrong. Like that.
It's a terrible joke.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I guess it's because you don't fall into that category. It's a joke to you.
That's well put. I appreciate that. That was like a compliment almost.
It's backhanded as
I
fuck.
like it.
But, but nonetheless, like that.
Yeah.
That's that.
Right on. Yeah.
But honestly, I heard the birth rate. I mean, with the birth rate, the baby rate, whatever the fuck it's called, is down a lot. People don't want to have kids anymore. That's because people are terrible to each other and they don't try. Not that we need a baby boom or anything like that. I'm not having no kids. Y'all can count me out of that. I'm sure other things have to play into it.
You bring that up so much.
I do not want kids. Well,
I feel like every time I see you, not even that, like that's a hyperbole, but you're like, hey, Nick, what's up? How you doing? By the way, you know, just so you, I'm not ever having kids, Nick. I don't want kids. I don't like kids.
I really don't.
I know. And, you know, I get that from people, and like I hear people say it a lot, but it's like, I understand where you're coming from.
I told you, I don't have a single ounce of motherly instinct in my body. Like, you told me I'm Waffle's mom. I was like, I am not his mom. I am his owner.
I don't know.
But at that, I think I almost summoned single guys with a kid because I want to say like now maybe like 3 to 4 weeks ago, I actually tried Tinder one more time and I matched with this guy and we were going to go out to the movies. Stop. We were actually going to go out to the movies and I was like, oh, actually, let me look at his Instagram just to make sure he's not catfishing me because I don't do FaceTime. I don't know like that.
You don't?
No, I hate FaceTime.
Damn, I used to fall asleep on FaceTime.
I deleted that shit from my phone.
Really?
I hate FaceTime. Because this is my space. I don't need them all up in it when they're not invited.
Like,
anyways.
On your phone?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh.
I don't.
Well, that's cool.
Well,
I didn't
also,
know that
like,
about you.
I'm professional. Like,
You are.
if I don't have a good setup, I'm not going to feel like I want to do it. And I shouldn't have to do this to do a FaceTime. And I would.
Yeah. You're shitting me. All the lights?
I would put on a light in front of my face.
That is.
And I don't FaceTime to the point where, like, when I do, I'm, like, right here the whole time.
Yeah.
And people are, like, pointing it up at the ceiling and shit. And
Yeah.
I hate that.
It's a disrespect of your time.
It is. Okay, but back to me answering. I looked at his Instagram, and he had, like, an 8-year-old kid and never mentioned it. And my ex-boyfriend had a kid, secretly. And then he said, oh, yeah, by the way, I have a kid.
Ah. You probably should have told me that a little bit before.
Yeah,
you
and the
know?
guy before had a kid too.
Damn, dog. You got like.
I just attract them.
Yeah.
I attract them. It's because I speak it out into the world, and I know I do.
I think, yeah. And I feel like as much as you're saying that you don't want a kid, you're just speaking it out way too much. Like
My mom tells me that with the hookup culture, she's like, you're going to end up with a kid anyway. So, like, just be
That's
with who
a
you
fucking
like.
another thing, dude. We're living in just straight up hookup culture.
I don't take part in that.
I don't. I hate that shit.
I cannot have sex with someone who I don't like.
I gotta establish a deep emotional connection with you, and we gotta be able to talk. I gotta be able to come to you with my shit, and then you're gonna want to be comfortable enough to where, hey, like, what's wrong? Like, let's talk. You know?
Yeah.
You know, like, man, it's
Right? Because if you get me pregnant,
yeah.
we have to be able to talk about that.
And guess what? Now we're pregnant, and we gotta figure that shit out.
Yeah.
You know, and
I have to know at least one of your family members on Facebook.
oh,
Sleep with you.
That was dope. Damn, that was good.
I do.
I gotta know your fears.
My fears?
No, not yours. I mean,
Oh.
yours too. I guess.
Like, wait.
It's like, how do we just pivot
like
that?
the people.
Yeah, like I gotta know your fears. I gotta know your likes. I gotta know who you are as a person. You know,
Right.
like a deep emotional connection.
Can't be sleeping with lames.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, you can. You know, it's just ridiculous. It is a disrespect of my time at that point, and I'll be damn if somebody disrespects my time. Shit. I don't like that, man. And I think that's another reason why I'm like trying to learn from it. It's because, you know, I don't want nobody doing that to me. So it gives me the right to do it to somebody else, you know?
Yeah, that is true. There's too many people not ending the chain and they just continue on with it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
There's no learning curve in that.
Everyone's shallow. Stop being shallow.
Get
Be
your head
wholesome.
out of your ass. They have another kombucha back there? Cool.
Okay, guys, so that's going to be it for today's episode. Nick, where can the people find you at?
People can find me on Instagram, or you can find me at your local bar. I'm usually just having a beer, so if you want to have a beer with me, pull up. We can do this whole thing over again. I am game. But you can find me on Instagram at Nick_47. That's NIC_47. Yeah, just shoot me a follow. I'm around.
Right, you heard the man. Y'all know where to find me. Kickin@w.Katelyn on Instagram and on TikTok. Make sure y'all subscribe because we need to reach 100 subscribers by the end of this year. So go and do that, and also like the video. And I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Bye.
Bye.